All right, we are at another new release day. We've got a couple of products that came out today, Noir Basketball and Top Series 2 Baseball, both out today. We're going to break both of them tonight. And before we get started with that, there is a little bit of information to go over, so let's get rolling with that first up. Feedback is 100% automated on eBay. I do that so you don't have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And of course, always thank you. I appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting with me, all that kind of stuff. We are going to take a look now at what's coming up in the days ahead. So you'll notice we've been breaking at a 9 p.m. time. We're kind of continuing that 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific through the next few days, other than Sunday, which is 9:30 on Father's Day. And we'll be making a decision pretty soon whether we're going to permanently stay at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific for the most part, or whether we're going to switch back and to our 9:30. But we'll figure that out as we go along. So tomorrow night, we are going to open another case of Noir Basketball, Luminance Football, and Finest Baseball. So we're going to be quite busy tomorrow night. On Friday, it will be Leaf Autographed Baseball Bats. That's a new product from Leaf, and it comes out on Friday. Assuming it gets here as scheduled, then we'll break a case of it Friday night and another case of Top Series 2 Jumbo. Just like tonight's case, the base cards have their own bidding category and they do not ship to the teams in the Jumbo break. Saturday is Legacy Football. It's the last of the Legacy Football. Veteran Base does not ship to the teams in that one. It has a separate bidding category. On Sunday, Noir Basketball case number 3, Leaf Flash Football case number 4. On Monday, Luminance Football and Finest Baseball. So that's kind of what we're looking like in the days ahead. Tonight, here's what you need to know about what we're opening tonight. I'm projecting a Monday shipping date for this. I think I may be able to get it out on Saturday, but or hopefully even sooner. But in the off chance that I'm not, I'm projecting Monday to be on the safe side, okay? Because the post office has short hours on Saturday. It messes us all up. So Monday would be the latest, but I'm hoping I can get it out to you faster than that. And once again, base cards in this break do not ship to the teams, as was noted in the description. It has its own separate bidding category. When we start opening it, we'll be able to tell really easily what's base and what's not, and we'll go over that when we get further in. And then, of course, Noir Basketball. I think everybody in Series 2 is going to pull cards, but in Noir Basketball, if you were to get skunked in there, you would still get something mailed to you because this is a paid shipping break. You would get consolation cards, which would ship out with the rest of the break. Now, normally at this point in the break, we'd be looking at the spreadsheet and getting ready to roll. However, I have an extraordinary amount of unpaid stuff tonight. So I'm going to check that again and see what our status is. And it looks a little better than it did a minute ago. So we had 10 unpaid Noir teams earlier. I'm down to 2 unpaid Noir teams now. And those are the Phoenix Suns and the Detroit Pistons. So the Suns were at 71 on eBay, looks like, last bid amount. And the Pistons ended at 1950. So if someone wanted both teams, preference would go to the person that wanted both teams. Otherwise, I could sell them out individually. But the Suns and the Pistons both need to find a home. And we may have a couple of teams in Series 2 baseball that need to find some homes as well. Meanwhile, let me get the spreadsheet updated to reflect that the Suns are unpaid. And what's the other team I just said? Suns and the Pistons, right? And then you guys, if someone, and gals, if anyone is interested in one or both of those teams, please jump in there and let me know while I get this taken care of over here. So give me 1 second to get this updated to reflect where we are in the situation. And the other one was, what did I say? The Pistons. Oh, well, it's acting silly, telling me I can't copy it. Why can't I copy it? There we go. Unpaid. All right, now those two are marked in. And while we are pondering that, we can look at this. So it will be a 4-box case of 2018-19 Noir basketball. It is a full case break. It is break number 1. And of course, it ended tonight on eBay, Wednesday night, the 12th of June. Team names are on the left. Winning bidders are across from it there on the right-hand side. And once again, I need to find a home for the Detroit Pistons and the Phoenix Suns in Noir. So preference goes to the person that wants them both. If no one wants them both, then we can look at individuals, whichever way it needs to go out. But I do need to find a home for those two teams. So where are we with that? So who is here? Scott's here. Wow, Scott, we haven't seen you in a long time. How are you, my friend? And Jay Allen is in chat as well. And hi, Mickey. How are you doing? Mickey's here too. So Mickey, you can take the Pistons. It sounds like Johnny's interested in the Suns. Johnny, the last bid amount on there was $71, but obviously, at this point, we just need to find him a home and get going with the break. So if you're interested, make me an offer, and if it's close to it, then that's fine. Again, preference goes to somebody who would take them both, but if no one wants them both, Mickey says he'll grab the Pistons. So if Johnny, you did want the Suns, then we could get them both handled that way. So I'm just waiting to see who wants to do what here with that, and then we'll go on from there. I know, it's always such pain when our breaks start out this way. And, I wish people would just pay for what they bid for. I don't understand why they don't, but they really, especially lately, it's been so bad with people just absolutely bidding and not paying. And we go through these little stretches where people do that, bid and then don't pay. So Johnny, can you let me know if you're interested in the Suns, yay or nay, so I kind of know how to proceed here and see where we're going with things. Because on this particular product, I'm already losing money on it before I open one single thing. So not getting paid for two teams would really tank me on this one. I'm already in the hole, trying not to go farther. So we need to find homes for those teams. I would say we would move on and do Series 2 first, but it also has some unpaid teams in it. Although if they were to sell quicker, we could certainly reverse the order and do it with Series 2 first and the other second. Right now I'm just waiting for Johnny to say yay or nay or whatever he's thinking there on the Suns, or making an offer or whatever he's doing. Oh, okay. So you're not interested then, Johnny? Okay. Sean, we are on Noir basketball. We are trying to find a home for two unpaid teams in here. The Phoenix Suns and the Detroit Pistons are the two unpaid teams. If you are interested in both, we could make you a deal on that. And if not, then we'll have to sell them out individually. Oh, Johnny, 30 is way, way, way less than they sold for. Unfortunately, that one is a little out of my wheelhouse. You guys may not be aware of this, but this product's, close to $2,000 a case. And Phoenix Suns, of course, you got DeAndre Ayton as a possibility in there. So, Donta, you're at 50 for the Suns. Well, that's closer. And Sean, I'm assuming, are you interested or not, Sean, in the Suns? Right now, do we have only Donta in there at 50 for the Suns? Is that where we're settled in? Oh, Mickey, I thought you were picking up the Pistons at what we had talked about before. I thought you were picking up the Pistons at the 19. So you only want the Pistons if you can get it for 15? All right, well, let's see if the Suns are going to go anywhere or not then. So, Sean, yes, no on the Suns. Interested, not interested in Noir for Phoenix? Yes, no, maybe. Meanwhile, Donta has offered 50. So, Sean, if you can just verify yes or no one way or the other, then I will know what we need to do from there. And once again, sorry we're being held up tonight, but that's what happens when we have unpaid bidders. Yeah, no, Johnny, I get it. I get it totally. I understand why some of these products can get kind of rich in price for sure. So Sean had just asked about the product, so I thought maybe he was interested, but maybe he's not. I don't see him jumping in to say anything. So, all right. So let me see if they're still sitting here unpaid. I'm going to assume they are, in which case I guess I'll just have to take the lowball amount and go on with it then, won't I? Oh well, nothing like losing a little more money than I've already lost. It's that kind of day, kids. It's always fun. So that's going to put the Pistons, it looks like, to Rodney. There are two teams not paid in Noir. We've got the Pistons and the Phoenix Suns are the two that are unpaid. There are a couple unpaid in Top Series 2 as well, but we're going to wait and see how those end up. The Phoenix Suns sold for $71 on eBay, and the Pistons sold for $19.50 on eBay. Right now there's an offer of $15 for the Pistons, and there's an offer on the table of $50 for the Suns. So, Rodney, if you or Sean, either one, are interested in the Suns or the Pistons, now is the time to speak up and let me know so that I can move it your way. Otherwise, we're going to have to move on with what we've got there. I know there's a little bit of a delay in chat, so I'm just waiting for you guys, each of you, to reply and let me know, and then we can go from there. But hey, it looks better than it did. With 2 minutes to go, we had 10 unpaid teams in Noir. So hey, at least we made progress. We got down to only 2. I'll take that. That was a better result than it could have been, right? All right, so Sean is at 60 for the Suns, 20 for the Pistons. Does anybody else want in? If not, that's where they're going to go because he's willing to take them both, and he's high offer on both. Rodney says Sean can have them, so there you go. We are going to be in good shape there. And, oh, hang on 1 second. It looks like someone, he may have, I don't know if he's jumped in and paid for the Suns or not. It looks like maybe he has paid for the Suns now. Okay, so I can't really tell if this is paid or not. I think, well, I can't tell. It's showing as unpaid on eBay, but then there is something in PayPal that is showing something different. So I'm trying to understand what is going on there with that at this moment. All right. So, Sean, it does look like that somehow or another that is paid, and I'm not sure. I say somehow or another because I see it in PayPal, but it doesn't reflect it in eBay. So that's gonna leave you with the Pistons. Are you okay with that, man? Are you down with that scenario? And I'm gonna type in my information here for you. You probably have it, but in case you don't, let me get it going here. I've never seen one say paid in PayPal and not paid in eBay, so that makes me very nervous. That's the only way I know how to say it. It makes me very nervous that it shows paid in one and not paid in the other. Yeah, but Rodney, it doesn't even show as an e-check in here. I don't think. Like, where would I be able to tell in PayPal if it's an e-check? It doesn't say e-check in here. So I don't think that it's an e-check. If it is, I would need to cancel it out for sure. And how can I tell that, guys? From what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like it's an e-check. Like PayPal doesn't say pending payment or anything like that. So, I don't know. All right. Well, Sean, I'm going to plug you in here anyway for the Pistons. Let me get over here and get this taken care of to get this other one canceled and get you plugged in for that. All right, so Pistons is second chance to Sean. Let me update our spreadsheet to show that. All right, isn't this just a terrible way to start off a new release day, which we're always looking forward to, and then we got to sit and deal with unpaid teams. Boo. Boo bidders that bid and don't pay. That's my theory. All right, I'm just getting this done. 1 second here. Yeah, see, Rodney, it doesn't say pending, so that's what makes me think it's not an e-check in PayPal, but yet it doesn't show paid in eBay, which really makes me just super nervous. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. I've never had that happen where, like you say, unless it's an e-check where it will say pending payment, but this doesn't even say pending payment. So I don't know what in the heck is going on, but I guess at this point, because it does say that, I'm gonna let it fly and we'll see where it goes. All right, so let's get the spreadsheet up here again, reflecting that Sean has picked up the Detroit Pistons, and there you go. So that's what it looks like now with Noir basketball that we already looked at once before, but the Detroit Pistons now belonging to Sean, and Phoenix Suns, I'm still not sure what's going on with. I'm leaving them marked as unpaid because I am unclear as to what in the heck is actually going on with it. Meanwhile, Sean, you saw my email, right? So you are good with PayPal. You don't need anything else from me on that front, right? Finally, we can get started. So, but Rodney, you know what? Rodney's saying he could have sent it without going through eBay. Maybe, but even if you did, it still reports it as paid on eBay. Like, even because you can only use either eBay checkout or PayPal checkout. So I don't know. I mean, that's the only way you could have done it. So I don't know. It's very strange. Weird payment things make me nervous, but anyway, we're gonna just go with it, see what happens. See how it shakes out. Thank you all for your patience while we were trying to get homes for those couple of teams. We're probably going to have to do the same thing in Series 2 unless our other two people decide to pay for those things between now and then. As you can see, Noir here is 1 pack per box. And we have a lot of hits in here, 7 out of our 10 cards are hits. So you've got 3 that will be basically base cards and then 7 that will be autograph and or memorabilia cards. Very high-end Panini product, runs around $2,000 a case in general. And you can usually pull some super nice stuff out of it. So I think that we're going to probably do that tonight. Well, maybe, Rodney, but he wouldn't have had any way to know how to send it to me any other way. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have my email address or my PayPal information or any of that. So I don't really think he could have paid it any other way. I don't know. There's definitely something weird about it, but it's done now. So we'll just have to go on with it. Jay Allen, I can't remember who's not paid in Series 2. There are 2 of them, but I don't remember which 2. But I can check for you in a minute. We'll take a look after we break this product and see what's what with it. Okay, so first up, we've got a little Luka base card, and I forgot, with all of our excitement and trying to get rid of those teams, I forgot to fix our focus, didn't I? How about that? Doesn't look better in the background, but it's going to look a lot better at the card level. That is numbered to 99 for Luka and the Mavericks. Anthony Davis comes out next. Anthony Davis is numbered to 85. Of course, he's NOLA. Actually, Luka was to 85 too. I said 99, but they're to 85. I don't know why I said 99. Habit. DeAndre Jordan for the Knicks to 85. Oh, well, Rodney, I guess that could have been. I guess that could be that if you saw it like in chat or something, that makes sense. That could be. We have 2-shot rookie jerseys on here. It is numbered to 25. They are both for the Clippers. Jerome Robinson, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice looking jersey relics on both top and bottom there for the Clippers. For noir, for the Celtics, it's Robert Parrish to 99. See, I'm all off my game now, aren't I? Patrick Ewing to 99 for the New York Knicks. Jason Tatum to 99 for the Celtics. And behind that comes a Jason Tatum that you're going to like a little more, because that is a nice hard-signed autograph to 99 of one Jason Tatum for the not New York Knicks, for the Boston Celtics. Numbered to 99, Hamidou Diallo for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm way off my game tonight. I'm still thinking about what the heck is going on with that payment. I freely admit it. I got to get it out of my head. Chandler Hutchison, Chicago Bulls, numbered to 99. And last out of this box, how about Dennis Rodman to 99? That's a nice little throwback ink for you. Cool looking card, great with the gold ink on it. Nice, really nice look on that card for the Bulls and Dennis Rodman. Jay Allen, you have got Royals, Rangers, Pirates, and Brewers. Okay, man. Royals, Rangers, Pirates, and Brewers in Series 2. We will do our very best to find some magic for you there with your teams. Kemba Walker, numbered to 25, Charlotte Hornets. And the Clippers, numbered to 85, Gallinari. Blake Griffin, numbered to 25 for the Pistons. That's a nice looking relic. Next up, another 2-shot rookie jerseys from the Hawks. This one, it is Trae Young and Amari Spellman, numbered to 99. Mickey, you need something for the T-Wolves, a little Minnesota. We'll see what we can find for you, my friend. James Harden to 99 for the Houston Rockets. And another nice hit for the Bulls, Zach LaVine. And Zach is numbered to 99. And I tell you what, I'm going to reset this focus again. It looks a little soft to me still yet, so bear with me a second. I'm just going to change it up here again and see if we can't get a little better look at what we're trying to see here. Maybe it's just the card design looks about the same. Wally Zerbiak to 99. T-Wolves right on schedule for Mickey. Right as he asks for it, he gets it. We have got a redemption. We're going to leave it in housekeeping. We'll flip it over at the end of the break and find out where that goes. Kevin Knox for the New York Knicks on a sneaker spotlight is the name of the card. But that's a hard-signed autograph for Kevin Knox, numbered to 99. Pretty cool little hit. And our base card is actually a framed card here. So it is still technically base, but yet kind of not. And it's the Warriors on the top and with Steph Curry, and the Hawks on the bottom with Trae Young. It's numbered to 25, and we're going to have to set it over here in housekeeping as well, because unless the same person owns the Hawks and the Warriors, then we'll have to use random.org to determine where that goes. So we'll figure that out at the end of the break as well. See what needs to happen with it. Alonzo Trier, numbered to 25 for the Knicks. Kyle Kuzma coming up for the Lakers, and that is numbered to 85. Kyrie Irving is out next to 85. Celtics. DeMar DeRozan, numbered to 49 for the Spurs. A relic for Jacob Evans to 99, Golden State. New Wave jerseys, Devontae Graham to 99, Hornets. Next up is Troy Brown Jr. to 99 for the Washington Redskins. Redskins Wizards. Can you tell what I sorted today? I sorted football today, all day. I've got football a little bit on the brain. Got the city right. How about we do basketball instead of football? Numbered to 99, the Kings. You know I'm not going to say his last name correctly. Stojanovic? I don't know. Probably not that. Glenn Rice, numbered to 99 for the Miami Heat. Another nice gold signature. And looks, did he sign that twice? He did, didn't he? He signed it. He signed it on the back, and then he signed it on the front. How strange is that? So you have a two signature Glenn Rice card. Now, see, here's why the Phoenix Suns are worth having. That is exactly what I told you we might pull. Your number 1 overall draft pick, DeAndre Ayton. That is numbered to 99 for the Phoenix Suns. Of course, our new draft is right around the corner. About, what, I guess a little over a week from now. I think it's the 20th, if I remember the date correctly. So we're pretty close to knowing what our new draft class is going to look like. Of course, we do know off the top that Mo Bamba's going to go number 1. I think there's no speculation about that one. Amari Spellman to 25 for the Hawks. There's Giannis, numbered to 85 for the Milwaukee Bucks. I think I remember seeing somebody who said they wanted the Greek Freak, I believe. Vucevic. Vucevic is numbered to 10 for the Orlando Magic. Jalen Brunson for the Dallas Mavericks, numbered to 99. I know, right, Sean? I hear you. Listen, if it does work out that there's something that ends up where it's not actually paid, I will hit you up and let you have it for the price we talked about since we were discussing it. Amari Spellman for the Hawks to 99, because I will have to figure out what's going on with that, obviously, later tonight or tomorrow. Troy Brown Jr. to 99 for the Wizards. There come the T-Wolves again. To 99, getting Mickey on track there with Josh Okogie. And here's Jokic, numbered to 40 for the Nuggets. It's a nice little hit as well. Here comes another one for the Suns. It is to 99, Okubo. And the last one that we have live in here is to 99 for the Lakers with Magic Johnson. But, of course, we do have a little housekeeping, so let's get that lined up and taken care of. We've got a redemption to flip over, and then we've got that card to give away using random.org. But first things first, our redemption. After we flip this, we're going to go to the Panini website, find out what, if anything, it is numbered to, and we'll verify our team. Comes up as De'Aaron Fox, so that is headed to the Sacramento Kings. Showtime Signatures is the card set. So let's go find out what De'Aaron is numbered to. Compliments of our dear old Panini website, which I kind of already had set up because I figured we'd find a redemption because like we always do. So doesn't it seem that way? Seem like we always have redemptions in Panini? Maybe we don't, but it feels like we do. All right, Showtime Signatures, where are ya? Oh, crap. I didn't mean to go off of there. Sorry. And he is card number 11. Card number 11. Wait a minute. How can he be 11? There is no 11. What the heck? What have I got going on here? He's card 17. That might do it. De'Aaron Fox and the Kings will be numbered to 99. Mercy, I am all over the map tonight. I apologize, guys. I am definitely off my game at the moment. I gotta get my head together, don't I? We next need to deal with this fine little card here, a framed base card numbered to 25. Warriors on top, Hawks on the bottom. So, if no one owns both teams, we're going to go to random.org. I will type in the Warriors first and the Hawks second because that is how they are presented on the card. I always go top to bottom or left to right, depending on how a card is oriented. And then I would use random 3 different times. So the first 2 would not count. It would only be the third and final random that would make the decision for us. So the Golden State Warriors, that is Bakes 1232, and our Atlanta Hawks, user 018. So we definitely have 2 different team owners. Let me get random set up, and we're going to roll over here and give this little card a new forever home. So once again, only the third random counts. So ignore the first one. You can ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. 3 times you can see right there. There's our date and time stamp, and it comes up as the Golden State Warriors. So Warriors and the Steph Curry bidding spot take this little card. And I'm going to, this has a sleeve on it, okay? I'm not marking on your card. I'm not that far off my game. So marking on the sleeve so I don't have to go back and look it up later. Oh, I know, Scott. I know you absolutely hate it. So I'm sorry, man. But sounds like you probably do have better luck elsewhere. So I can certainly understand. So I'm sure you'll have more fun somewhere else then, since you're not hitting what you want here. Golden State Warriors taking that one using random.org. Yeah, there are always some people, Rodney, don't worry about it, man. There's always some people who think I magically create what cards come out of a box or a case. They don't really seem to understand that I don't have any control over it. The Nuggets and Jokic, Okogie and the Timberwolves, Amari Spellman and the Hawks, Jalen Brunson and the Dallas Mavericks, Glenn Rice signed front and back, which is kind of unique and sort of cool for the Miami Heat. For the Sacramento Kings, the guy whose name I can't pronounce properly. For the Washington Wizards, it is Troy Brown Jr. Devontae Graham comes out for the Charlotte Hornets. Next up is Jacob Evans for the Golden State Warriors. DeMar DeRozan for the Spurs. There's that handsome-looking Kevin Knox card. I really do like that card. It's just unique. It's numbered to 99. It's headed to the Knicks. Wally Szczerbiak to 99. T-Wolves. The Bulls to 99 with Zach LaVine. James Harden and the Rockets numbered to 99. For the Sacramento Kings, it is De'Aaron Fox to 99. Magic Johnson and the Lakers to 99. Okubo to 99. Suns. Troy Brown Jr. again for the Wizards. There's that nice looking hit for the Suns to 99 with the DeAndre Ayton. We have a dual relic here, both for the Hawks. It is Trae Young and Amari Spellman. For the Detroit Pistons, Blake Griffin. So, hey, Sean, at least we did get you a little return on investment, right? At least we did get you something on the team you picked up for us. So I appreciate that again. Dennis Rodman to 99 for the Bulls. Chandler Hutchison for the Bulls to 99. Oklahoma City Thunder, Hamidou Diallo to 99. Jason Tatum and the Celtics to 99. Jason Tatum relic, Celtics to 99. Patrick Ewing to 99 for the Knicks. Robert Parrish to 99 for the Celtics. And then the Clippers with a dual relic to 25 of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jerome Robinson, your Celtics rookies. All right, so Noir basketball for tonight in the books. Let's take a look and see where we are in terms of unpaid teams for Series 2. I'm almost afraid to look. It is, well, we're down. We just have 2, so that's not incredibly bad. It is the Dodgers and the Rockies. So the Dodgers last sold for $21 and some change. The Rockies sold for a whopping $7 and I think some odd cents. I can't tell what the cents are. But anyway, if somebody wants both Dodgers and Rockies, preference, of course, would go to the person who wanted them both. If you only want one of those 2 teams, speak up and let me know, and we'll do them one at a time if we need to. But meanwhile, once again, I find myself having to update a spreadsheet to reflect people that bid and don't pay. Why? Why do they bid and don't pay? I don't understand what the deal is. I don't know. Maybe people just do it for fun. Maybe it's their idea of fun. So let's get our spreadsheet information up once again. And the 2 teams on the auction block at the moment, the Rockies and the Dodgers. So here is the 411. I have projected your shipping date as Monday, and that's because I'm not entirely convinced that I can get it out the door on Saturday, or because of the short post office hours. But I'm going to try very hard to get it out Saturday, or possibly even sooner if I can. But I'm going to just leave it as saying Monday at the latest. And once again, please remember, base cards had their own bidding spot in this break. They do not ship to the teams. All that, of course, was noted in the listing description as well. So we are going to break a whole case of this, a 6-box case of 2019 Series 2 Jumbo. And this one does have silver packs. So you guys know a lot of times I do these breaks of Series 1 and 2 in Jumbo that don't have silver packs, because I can buy them from people and the people keep the silver packs and sell me the case at a more reasonable cost. But at your all's request, I did buy some directly with silver packs this year. So at least a few breaks will have that going for us. And of course, this came out today. It ended today on eBay. We're opening it tonight, Wednesday night, the 12th of June. We've got a couple of unpaid teams in here that are up for grabs. The Rockies and the Dodgers. Patty, the Rockies, what did I say, guys? I think we're like $9 and some change on eBay. The Dodgers were like 21 and some change or something like that. I'll have to look again to tell you for sure in a minute. But if you wanted to pick them both up, Patty, you know, we'd do them both for $30, shipping included if you wanted them. So that those spots there, of course, marked unpaid, are the 2 teams that are up for grabs in here. Everybody else, you see your name or your eBay username across from your team. And the base card, again, has its own bidding spot. And there's our base card winner, who will be getting about 9 million zillion cards sent to them. Would be a lot. So Patty, let me know if you're interested in those and what you think. Does okay mean yes, you want them, or yes? Okay, yes, or just okay, like okay, you got the price, or okay, yes, you want them. All right, let's get started with this. Let me count these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Did they only send me 11? Hang on a minute. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, they're all there. I just can't count. Good. So that's our 12 little silver packs or bonus packs or whatever. Oh, Michael, it looks like Patty just beat you to it. Right above you, Patty had said that she would take them, so I guess they are headed her way, but I do appreciate your willingness to jump in there. And Patty, you probably have my info. I just made a typo in my own info, but there it is for you again in case you do not, and I'll try to fix it so that I can send it without a typo. And guys, I do only use that for PayPal. So if you ever need to correspond with me, please do it eBay messages where I will actually see it. I very seldom actually pull up and look through that PayPal email. It's really an old email that I just keep around because I don't feel like changing certain things that are tied to it. Really, that's the deal. So. All right, I'm switching up our spreadsheet right now to show that Patty is picking up those two teams. I'm going to jump over here into eBay and make sure that I have those two teams canceled out so we do not have to worry about anything crossing wires there. So give me a second to get that done, please, and we'll get this taken care of. Oh crap, it did it with a relist. Daggone it. eBay's got this weird little thing now where they like to automatically relist stuff, and it's kind of a problem. So I'll have to go back and find that now after the break and get rid of it. I don't know why, but when you cancel an order, it suddenly starts automatically relisting stuff. All right, let's get that out of the way. Probably because I didn't uncheck that little box. That might be it, right? Okay, so that is done. Our spreadsheet is updated. I can show you that again. That is now correctly reflecting that the Rockies and the Dodgers are going to belong to Patty since she is kind enough to pick up those unpaid teams by way of second chance. And there everybody sees their name up in lights one more time, and now we're ready to rock and roll. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate you. So everybody probably knows there are 1,000,001 cards in this break. But here's there's, what is that? That's some kind of poster about, it's about National Baseball Card Day. It's some kind of, advertisement, like if you had a store, you'd put it in your window. So here's how this is set up. If you've never done a break before of Series 1 or Series 2 or update in the jumbo format, it's really kind of handy in the sense that all of our base cards, or rather I should say all of our hits, are kind of in one spot in the middle of the pack. I kind of refer to it as the Tootsie Roll center of the pack, if you will. So we get everything that isn't base in one handy little spot. So even though there's a lot of cards, it will make the break go a bit faster. Now the first pack or so that we look through, I will look through all of it so you can see, base, up to what point, and then base again. After we kind of see how a pack is structured so that everybody's on board with how that works, from that point onward, I will just cut basically to the center or a card or two before the center so that we're not forever and a day looking through that. So again, out of this first pack, I'm just going to kind of show you everything is base up to the point where we get to the center where we start finding inserts and things of that nature. And that is actually going to be numbered. So that's our first card. This is our last base card that we have out of the top part there. And now we start with the stuff in the middle. The stuff in the middle is all the stuff that goes to the teams. So that's for the San Francisco Giants. It's numbered to 2019. And anytime Topps does this, they always number them to the year that we're currently in. So their numbered stuff with that kind of border is all going to be to 2019. We have a 150-year anniversary for the Cardinals. It is numbered to 299. Next up, one with the 150-year anniversary logo on there. And that comes out for the Minnesota Twins. Trevor Story, is he anything? He is something. He is a short print. I had to think about that a minute. So that's a short print Trevor Story. Those will come out on average, I think something like once every 5 packs of jumbo. So I think we should find maybe 2 per jumbo box on average. Greatest seasons inserts for the Indians. And I should probably separate our numbered stuff. Let's do that real quickly as we go along here too, so that I have all of that for recap. Another insert, 35th anniversary. That one's Chris Shaw and the Giants. And now from here, we are back to our base. So that's basically how every pack is going to be structured. But again, I'm just kind of showing you the rest of the way through here, the base on the very first pack, so everybody is on the same page. But they're structured the same way every year, which makes it kind of awesome. We can go much faster from there because we now know we can just kind of scooch along until we get to the first bit that isn't the base, which is right there. Because the Orioles, the ballpark, I just looked at the code on the back, is base. So for anybody who's curious about that, the cards have a code. All the cards have a code on the back, but the base card code is 962. That is numbered to 2019 for the Braves. Next up, the Diamondbacks. We have a little hollow foil here for the D-backs. Greatest Moments, Bo Jackson for the Kansas City Royals. And a 35th anniversary, Tom Levine for the Braves. Brad Hand and the Indians. We are back to our base. So as you see, some packs have different configurations in them, but everything else all the way through, we're all just base, 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 base the rest of the way. So, all right. Patty, you said you had bid on the base and you had to leave. When you came home, you'd gotten outbid. Well, no worries. We've got more. We've got plenty more. There's already, the next case is already listed. We're breaking it the exact same way, where there's base by itself, and it'll be a full case again, and exact same setup as we have tonight. To 2019, that is for my Cincinnati Reds, who actually won today, Alex Wood. The Blue Jays and Rowdy Tellez, 35th anniversary with the 150th anniversary logo on the back, meaning it is numbered to 150 as well on the back. Usually when we get that little 150th logo, it does mean the card itself will also be numbered to 150. Not always, but usually. Cleveland Indians hollow foil. And next up, a Chris Sale short print, I believe that's going to be. Yep, for the Boston Red Sox. 150th Greatest Moments for the Red Sox with Ted Williams. Trying to get organized over here so I know what we need to recap. That is for the Yankees. It is a 30th anniversary Matsui. And I believe we are starting back. Yep, starts back with base from there, so we don't need to look at the rest of those because we know they're just base. Working our way to the middle. I want to check that Kansas City Royals. No, it is base as well. And there's our first out of the center. St. Louis Cardinals to 2019. A hollow foil for the Marlins. Alcantara. Faces of the Franchise insert. That's kind of cool for the Nationals. Has some Expos on there too, of course, but I think everybody knows former Expos are the current Nationals, so it stays right there. Lauer, San Diego Padres 150th anniversary. That one is not numbered, though. It does have the 150th logo on it. The Cardinals with Goldschmidt, 35th anniversary. And the rest of these are base. Making sure we didn't miss anything. I don't think Roman Quinn. I think that's his regular, but we'll check it. Yep, it is. Derek Jeter and the Yankees on a little insert here that is Gary V's Top Entrepreneurs in Baseball. Home Run Challenge. These are fun. Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. So basically, if you've never gotten one of these before, of course, Sanchez is playing pretty well. What happens is this. You scratch off the little box on the back there. You go to the website that it gives you. You enter the code, and then you get a chance to pick a date where you think Gary Sanchez is going to hit a home run. And if he hits a home run on that date, then you get a special little Topps Now card and entered into a chance to go to the Home Run Derby. Greatest Moments, Jeter and the Yankees. And our autograph hit out of this box is headed to the Twins, and it's got the 150th parallel on it as well. Willens Studio, numbered to 150. Red Sox and Chris Sale, and we are now back to base. So this is, of course, one autograph and one relic per box for those who might be new to opening it. That is how it's structured. So we've hit the autograph, still looking for the relic, which I think is in this pack that's in my hand. Giolito and the White Sox to 2019. Comes Victor Robles for the Nationals with the 150th anniversary logo on it. Mookie Betts with an insert for the Red Sox. Our relic is headed to the Oakland A's. It is Dennis Eckersley, numbered to 25 with our commemorative medallion. Those are actually kind of cool cards. I've always liked them. They're nice, heavy cards. A little chunk of metal in there. Aaron Judge and the Yankees, 35th anniversary. And the rest of that is base. I didn't stop right at all on that one, did I? Stopped several cards short. Milwaukee Brewers to 2019. A hollow foil for the Angels. Oh, I like that. That's a nice looking card. Short print, Frank Robinson, Orioles. A lot of the short prints are easy to spot because many of them are either our veteran players, like that, or they're super obvious. Like you'll look at them and know almost right away what you've got going on there just from looking at it. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. I don't believe any of those are numbered. Cubbies 35th anniversary. And an Angels relic. Did I say one? I thought it was, no, it's 2 relics. We're opening jumbo, sorry. It's 1 autograph and 2 relics, sorry. Rod Carew, 35th anniversary, 150th logo on there, a piece of the baseball bat, and Mr. Rod Carew. So now we've seen all the hits in here, and that is back to the base. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I want to try to get... I've got a bunch of different piles going over here, and I want to keep our numbered things together, and I want to keep our short prints together so that it makes it a little easier to recap them at the end of the night. And I think I had a couple of things mixed in, and now it's a little more situated over there. Nate, we have already broken Noir. Yes, sir, we did. All right, is that our last? Yeah. A black border Addison Russell for the Cubs, numbered to 67. $150th Mariners Gonzalez. Evolution for the Pirates. Cardinals and Ozzie Smith. And that's it out of that pack. We've got a blue border here. Minnesota Twins. Jake Cave. Kutch for the Phillies. 2019. I'm really sad that he tore his ACL the other day because I like Kutch, and he was playing well for the Phillies, so I'm sad to see that go. Vlad Guerrero Jr. So there's something interesting about this card. It is not numbered. It is actually supposed to be the variation of card number 700, but somehow or another Topps left off its number. But obviously Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s rookie card, and it is in there in our insert and variation area of the pack, if you want to say it that way. Tampa Bay Rays 150th anniversary. Derek Jeter and the Yankees, one of the iconic card reprints. Tony Gwynn Padres, and that's it. The rest is base. So someone had asked me before the break, but I hadn't had an opportunity to watch anyone else's break, and I wasn't sure if Vlad was going to be part of the inserts or part of the base. I thought, based on the checklist, he would probably be in the center as an insert, but now we know for sure that he is. And he's, I think, I mean, maybe not technically a short print in here, but maybe kind of a short print in here. I mean, he's not numbered as a short print, but because it is a variation, I don't think he's in here as plentiful as he might have been, as a regular rookie card might have been, in other words. So that was for the Braves. Chris Martin. What do we got going on with you, Chris Martin? I don't know what we got going on with him. He's some kind of variation, but I don't know what kind of variation he is. And I don't recognize it based on the back. The code is 068. So I'm not sure what that variation is, because it's not SP or SSP, but it's something. Bryce Wilson, hollow foil, Atlanta Braves. Greatest seasons, Clemens for the Red Sox. And Mookie Betts for the Red Sox. And the rest is headed to the base category. So that's box number 1 in the books. Scott, you said there were 4, you mean 4 of Vlad Guerrero Jr.? Or 4 of the ones that had the code 068? I'm not sure which of those you're referring to, but I'm guessing probably Vlad. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's like super hard to pull in here, but I also don't think he will be as plentiful as, say, a regular rookie. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like a, like a Bryce Harper situation out of updates or anything that was really hard to pull. There were versions you could pull, but the regular Bryce Harper, as we all remember, was rather difficult to come by. I don't think it's going to be that hard, but I also don't think it's going to be coming out, 50 to a case or anything like that. Garrett Cole, 2019 Astros. Guerrero is what you were talking about. Okay, yeah. Yandy Diaz, red /50 for the Indians. Or I call that red. Technically might be considered a different color by Topps, but anyway, we know what it is. Suzuki and the Nationals with the 150th anniversary logo. My man Johnny Bench, one of my 2 favorite players. The other one is Hank Aaron. Yusei Kikuchi, Mariners. And I do believe dear old David Peralta gets us back to base. So yeah, if they're coming out of 4 per case of Vlad Guerrero, well, the case you saw had 4. We don't know yet how many we're going to find in here, but assuming that they can't come out at about that rate, that's still, I mean, it's not short print territory, but it's definitely not super common. Brandon Woodruff, Milwaukee Brewers /2019. Reese McGuire, Toronto Blue Jays, numbered /150. Hollow foil for the Braves with Johan. Red Sox, greatest players. Ozzie Albies, Braves. And Carlos brings us out of the good stuff in that pack. Just making sure that Twins is base, which it is. I think all those are, but still better to stop and make sure. Faces of the Franchise, Pirates, numbered /250. Hollow foil for the Cincinnati Reds. You know I like my little Cincinnati Reds. You know I like that we actually won today too. Hang on 1 second here. All right. Honus Wagner, Pirates. Patrick Wisdom and the Rangers. Jace Fry takes us back to base. The Red Sox /2019 with Sandy Leon. Or Leon. Pablo Sandoval, Giants. Hollow foil. I didn't say hollow foil, but you probably noticed that. Jordan Hicks for the St. Louis Cardinals. Johnny Bench for the Cincinnati Reds. And we have our first hit out of this box. It shows up as Dale Murphy for the Braves. So Atlanta Braves getting our first hit out of box number 2. Salazar gets us back to base. All right, I think Chance Cisco is just the regular, right? Yeah. Faces of the franchise for the Red Sox. Can you guys even believe that somebody paid a hitman to go shoot Big Papi down in the DR, his home country, the Dominican Republic? I mean, what in the world? What have we come to? People got a hitman out on Big Papi. Like, I didn't even think anybody would dislike him. He just seems like the nicest guy. And you only ever hear good things said about him. The Milwaukee Brewers to 2019. A hollow foil for the Atlanta Braves. I mean, I was shocked when I heard that. And they initially kind of said like a robbery gone wrong or something. And then when they started coming out saying it might be a hitman, I'm thinking, surely not. Oakland A's. But it was. Faces of the franchise. This is for the Dodgers with a 150th anniversary. Julio Urias. The Royals and Brad Keller. And we are now back to base. So I was glad that the Red Sox, sent a plane, flew him here. He's now in the hospital in Boston, brought him and his family back here. And I guess they had to do another surgery once he got back here. But it sounds like it tore him up pretty good, internally, I mean. But I still am just amazed that somebody put a hit out on David Ortiz. What could possibly be behind that? Makes no sense. For the Yankees, that is Dave Winfield, numbered to 299. For the Miami Marlins, Trevor Richards. An evolution of baseball that is about tickets, right? So we're going to have to put that in housekeeping because that doesn't have a team associated with it. We'll have to figure that one out by using random to find it a home. Severino and the Yankees, and the rest are base. Well, I don't know if you guys watch like the coverage that the MLB network does, but when Pedro Martinez was talking about Big Papi and what had happened, I mean, he was just breaking up into tears and just talking about how great the guy was and how upset he was about what happened. I mean, you just have a hard time thinking about him that somebody would want to put a hit on him. Juan Soto for the Nationals. There's another one of our home run challenge cards, which personally I think are a lot of fun. I mean, you have to hit it right, obviously, but at the unprecedented rate that home runs are sailing out of the park this year, it might not be that hard. Dwight Gooden for the Mets. Our autograph card out of box number 2. It's for the Braves with Tukey. The A's, Mark McGwire. And the rest heads to base. So if you are the person that is getting all the base cards, you're going to have a huge pile of cards. It's going to be a tremendous box arriving at your house. For the Marlins to 2019, Alcantara. Kinsler, Padres. Ooh, little Gary Carter short print. I like that picture, too. That's pretty sweet. That's for the Mets. I like that. That's a sweet little short print right there. Nicely done, Topps. Seattle Mariners. And we have our first relic out of box number 2. It's also Rod Carew. This time, though, it's the commemorative medallion for the Angels. The last time, I believe it was the piece of the baseball bat was his, wasn't it? Last time, I think. The Angels, Jose Bracino, and the rest base. Hang on a second. Let's just make sure the ballpark we pretty well know. I want to make sure this is not a short print. No, it isn't, but I wanted to make sure. St. Louis Cardinals, greatest players, Johnny Mize. To 2019 for the Cubbies, Brandon Morrow. Did anybody happen to catch the game today between the Cubs and the Rockies? It was insanity. They hit, I mean, how many batters were hit intentionally by pitchers in that game? Like 5, 6. It was crazy. Giolito for the White Sox, hollow foil. The Dodgers and Pee Wee Reese. And you know what? Nobody else got thrown out. Nobody got thrown out. And they were just beating people right and left on purpose. They got warned, but not tossed. Darryl Strawberry and the Mets. Yeah, Johnny, each one of these boxes has 2 relics and 1 autograph. So I believe, was that our second relic out of this box? Maybe it was. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it was, because there's our Dale Murphy was our first one. So yeah, that was the second relic out of this box. You're right. I'm sorry, man. I said it was the first relic, didn't I? It was second out of this box. You're right. Thank you. But, you know, and even after they warned them, frankly, somebody else got beamed. And the home plate umpire's just like, yeah, well, I'm not convinced there was intent behind it. It's like a 95-mile-an-hour fastball thrown like right at the guy's ribs. That was not, I mean, that didn't slip. But they just let him play right on. Like, okay. And Nolan Arenado had to go out of the game after he got hit in the elbow. Ozzie Albies to 2019 for the Braves. And the Cubbies, Taylor Davis, black border, numbered to 67. Oh, okay, so Ryan, you saw the game. You said the Javi Baez stare down after his homer was the best retaliation. Well, I mean, that was pretty good, but still, Kyle Wright and the Braves. It was kind of crazy. Edgar Martinez. That is a little short print action for the Seattle Mariners. Vlad Guerrero Sr. That is iconic cards. Of course, once again, the former Expos current Nationals. So that goes to the Nationals. Will Clark and the Giants. And the rest are base. Yeah, so, I mean, you know what I'm talking about then. I mean, that was just, I couldn't believe that. And here's the weird thing. Now, I would have thought if they were going to pop somebody, you would go after Cole Hamels, right? Because, I mean, he's the one beating your players. And they did get him, but just, like, down around the ankles. There wasn't, like, a lot of really serious kind of, I'm going to come after you in the throw that hit Cole Hamels. Whereas some of the other throws, well, they were definitely out for blood. So I just thought it was interesting that they just kind of hit him in the ankle. I was like, yeah, whatever. we'll just beam you down around your foot. But everybody else, we're gonna knock the thunder out of them. So it was like blood sport today, that game. For the Mets to 2019. Of course, they do have a history, you know. They do bean, by they, I mean the Rockies, bean Chris Bryant quite a lot. Steven Strasburg to 76 for the Nationals. Kevin Pillar and Toronto. Barry Larkin for my Cincinnati Reds. David Fletcher and the Angels. And Alex Blandino has us back to the beginning. But you know, I did not remember until somebody said it in the broadcast that Cole Hamels, I guess, when Bryce Harper first came up, like maybe in his first game, I don't know, but apparently he just plunked Bryce Harper just for the heck of it, like right when he came up. Cole Hamels, I mean. So I guess he kind of has a history of just like, hey, let me just put you in your place. Numbered to 2019, that's Matt Moore and the Tigers. A hollow foil for the Kansas City Royals. Faces of the franchise for the Marlins. 150th anniversary, Blue Jays, Morales. 35th anniversary, Kevin Kramer and the Pirates. And Wandy Peralta has us back to base. I think there's a lot of that stuff, though, that I mean, I get it's like the unwritten rule. Like after you hit the ball, if you hit a home run, you're not supposed to like watch it go out of the park, or you're not supposed to go around the bases too slowly, or the other team takes offense and then they're gonna hit you with the ball. like who cares, man? Let them enjoy it and have fun without having to worry about you hitting them with the ball the next time. The Marlins to 2019. And that is for the Brewers, Corey Knebel, hollow foil. Dizzy Dean, St. Louis Cardinals. The Rangers with Jeffrey Springs, and the rest are base. Of course, Max Muncy the other night hit one into the ocean. And I guess who did he hit that off of? Was it Bumgarner? Might have been off of Mad Bum, but at any rate, he was pitcher mouthing at him as he's going around the bases, and he's mouthing right back and basically is like, hey, if you don't want me to look at the ball, then you go fish it out of the ocean. It's like, all right, man, respect. That is numbered to 99. It has, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Cardstock. That's not the right word. Why am I blanking? Anyway, it has a different back. It has like the vintage card back. It's numbered to 99. It's the White Sox, and I can't think flip stock, but it's not flipped exactly. Anyway, you know what it is. I just can't spit it out. For the Reds, faces of the franchise. Dakota Hudson, St. Louis Cardinals. Andre Dawson, Expos / Nationals. And the rest base. Vintage, okay. Then vintage back. There you go. Why that was stuck, I could not manage to get that out of my head tonight. So thank you for that, Ryan. Vintage back to 99. Cal Ripken, Orioles. To 2019, Jared Dyson for the Diamondbacks. And that is Carl Edwards for the Cubbies. And our relic, Starling Marte. That's a cool relic. I really like that. For the Pittsburgh Pirates. Very cool. Numbered to 150. Had the 50th anniversary logo on the front, too. Yeah, I tried to say paper stock, but I didn't think that was right. And then I said flip stock, and I knew that wasn't right, because flip stock is when it's, like on the older cards where it would have been rough on the front and smooth on the back. In other words, reversed, but this is still not that. Rod Carew for the Angels with a short print. So yeah, vintage stock, I think is what you called it, is correct, I believe. Certainly not any of the things I managed to come up with. That is another one that doesn't have teams on it that sets up there. We'll sort it out at the end of the break. The Giants and Ray Black. Ian Happ takes us back to the base. That's the Orioles coming up. DJ Stewart, black border, numbered to 299. Mejia, San Diego Padres, hollow foil. Sandberg and the Cubbies. For the Rays, that is Brandon Lowe. And yeah, now we're just back to the regular stuff. Make sure that we're good to go. I think that's regular. It is. The Red Sox and J.D. Martinez. Roman Quinn for the Phillies to 2019. And behind that is Chance Sisco hollow foil coming up for the Orioles. So I guess they're thinking about trading Trey Mancini. So I guess that means they're going to officially enter a rebuild mode. Joey Gallo, Rangers, White Sox and Carlton Fisk. Well, that's assuming they actually do trade him, I should say. Pittsburgh Pirates, both relics out of this box. How about that? Jameson Taillon with our second one. We have not yet seen our autograph out of this box, though I don't believe. We've seen both of our relics, but not our autograph yet. Starting off with the Angels and Ramirez to 2019. Clemente, Pittsburgh Pirates. David Fletcher for the Angels. 150th anniversary on that one. Rowdy Tellez and the Blue Jays. That is a short print. Manny Machado as an Oriole. Christian Yelich, Brewers. Well, let's see. There we go. Starting off with Iannetta and the Colorado Rockies. Home run, J.D. Martinez, Red Sox home run challenge. Ken Griffey Jr. for the Mariners. The Cubbies and Javi Baez. All right, we got an autograph relic combo in here for Mondesi and the Kansas City Royals. So that is numbered to 30. It is a sticker auto because most of the time with Topps, when you have an autograph paired with a relic, they do it as a sticker. I think, wasn't that Jay Allen's team tonight? Isn't that one that he said he was looking for some mojo on, the Royals? I think it was. So he'll be happy when he gets a chance to check that out later. Always just like to show you the one right as we're coming up to it, so you know I got to the right spot in the pack. Marisnik, Astros 2019. Hollow foil, Brandon Woodruff, Brewers. Billy Williams, Cubbies. Cincinnati Reds, Joey Votto. Joey's starting to get old, isn't he? He had to leave the game today with, like, I don't remember, back stiffness, something stiffness. I think it was back. And I don't know. This is the first season where I've really thought, you know what, Joey Votto is kind of starting to show his age a little bit. Before this season, I just kind of thought he was ageless, but he is starting to slow down a little. So we're at the halfway point on this one. We have opened 3. We have 3 left. That's counting what's coming out of the packs right now. It's technically box number 4 of 6 that we're working on at this moment. Of course, we were a little later getting started than I would have hoped because we had stopped and sell those teams in Noir, which took us a little bit of time for basket before we could start for the whole night. Bryce Wilson, Atlanta Braves, blue border. To 2019, that's Greg Bird and the Yankees. Here's our second Vlad Guerrero Jr. rookie card. Tampa Bay Rays, hollow foil. Well, all right, let's just get another sleeve. Sometimes they do not want to work with us. That was one of those times. Ken Griffey Jr., Mariners. The Twins. And back to base. Let's see how close that got us now, wasn't it? Almost, though. It almost got us there. Make sure that was... Oh, it is. It's numbered, so... See? That's why we always check and make sure that the last one out is, in fact, base. Aha! For the New York Yankees, that is Tanaka, numbered to 150. A Roman Quinn hollow foil for the Phillies. Clint Frazier for the New York Yankees is a short print. Derek Jeter, greatest moments, Yankees. Dennis Santana, Dodgers. And that's that. Texas Rangers to 2019. Stanton to 299. New York Yankees. Ross and the Nationals with the 150th logo on it. Eddie Murray, Baltimore Orioles. For the Red Sox, Roger Clemens. That pack's in the books. Let's just double check that one. Tatis, he is base, so we are good. Baltimore Orioles to 50. $150th anniversary for the Cardinals. Yu Darvish, short print, Cubbies. Josh Hader and the Brewers. The Red Sox and Wade Boggs. And I believe we're back, yep, back to base. All right. The Houston Astros, Stassi, to 2019. I tell you what, I'm going to do one little thing here. I'm just going to separate out the pile of 2019s because there's so many of those. We don't necessarily need to recap them. So I'm going to take a moment and get our piles corrected right now, which will once again just mean it'll go faster later. It takes me just a second. There we go. And that way I can stack them the way they need to be going forward from here, and then that will make it all the way around quicker at the end. Tucker Barnhart, hollow foil, Cincinnati Reds. I always put the hollow foils on sleeves. I know a lot of people don't. I don't know. I do. The Atlanta Braves, Faces of the Franchise, 150th Anniversary Moncada for the White Sox. For the Royals, that's Heath Filmer. Will Myers and the Padres back to the base. Is that our first up tonight? Yep. It's a home run challenge. Cody Bellinger, Dodgers. Whitey Ford and the Yankees. Our autograph hit out of this box headed to the A's. Daniel Menden. Francisco Lindor, Indians. And that's it for that pack. The Houston Astros, Presley to 2019. Dizzy Dean comes out again for the Cardinals, but this one happens to be numbered to 50. So even better. 150th Anniversary Diego Castillo, Tampa Bay Rays. Aw, a nice little Indians Roger Maris iconic cards. Padres, Manny Machado. That's Pedroia and the Red Sox to 2019 on the top of our little Tootsie Roll center there. Lance Lynn for the Rangers. Rod Carew and Mike Trout, Angels, Evolution of the Game. Relic. Mr. Bryce Harper as a Philly, Philadelphia Philly style to 150 with the medallion. The Orioles, Cedric Mullins. And I do believe we are good to go. Cleared for takeoff or cleared for landing. Which do they do? I guess they clear you for both, don't they? Austin Barnes, Dodgers, 2019. Chicago White Sox, hollow foil, Evolution of the Game, and this is the Tigers. Cardinals, Yadi Molina, and a relic for the Yankees for Aaron Judge, and it's numbered to 50. Rumor has it he'll be back soon. He and Giancarlo both apparently are kind of right around the corner territory of getting back to the Yankees. But I have to tell you what, the Yankees have still been doing really well, considering how many players they have injured, which is an incredible number. Man, they've done well. I mean, Luke Voigt, playing great over there on first, and Urshela definitely more than holding his own in the infield. They are really, really actually playing very well. Very shorthanded. Pittsburgh Pirates to 2019. Colorado Rockies have a hollow foil coming up of fireworks. That's cool. I just like the image on that, especially as a hollow foil. It's a nice looking card. Whitey Ford, Yankees. Carlos Tachi for the Texas Rangers. And that box is in the books. Onward and upward we go into box number 5. Let's not forget those. They've got to sit back there in housekeeping where it's in my line of vision. The Baltimore Orioles, numbered to 2019. Hollow foil Cubbies. Faces of the Franchise for the Rockies. A short print, Jeffrey Springs for the Rangers. Or actually, maybe not a short print. It's the 150th logo on there, and I thought that was a short print, but it is not coded on the back as one, so it is just a variation with the 150th anniversary on there. Bo Jackson, Kansas City Royals. I saw that Kevin Durant officially had to have his Achilles surgery. I mean, what a shame. Guy going into free agency year, you know, they knew he wasn't up to par, and I know he wanted to play to help out his team, but look at the cost. I mean, the team should have told him no. He was not back in game shape and was still bummed up. It's to 2019 for the Padres. I think the team should have told him. The team doctors or personnel or owners or whatever should have said, you know what, man, we appreciate you, but no, it's not worth the risk to you. But they didn't, and they let him out there, and look what happened. So now he's got to go through all that, which will take him a year or more to get back on court. Kermayer, hollow foil, Rays. Will Myers and the Padres with a short print. An Aaron Judge for the Yankees. The Rockies and Trevor Story. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins, who plays this year for the Warriors, but he tore his Achilles playing for the Pelicans. It took him almost one full year to get back on the court. I mean, he was maybe a week or two shy of it being a full 365 days to get back on the court. So Kevin Durant is going to be in the same boat. And a lot of times, historically, they don't come back the same after the fact, although Cousins looks about the same, I think. Jeremy Jeffress to 2019 for the Brewers. Ryan, you need some Cubs autograph and relic mojo. All right, man, we'll see what we can do for you. Jankowski, Padres. And, well, that's a mitt. That didn't get you where you needed to be, but it's another one of the relics that I happen to really like. It's my favorite one this year. Because who doesn't like the logo man, if you will. For the Mets, Thor with a relic. Jordan Hicks, St. Louis Cardinals. Christian Stewart for the Tigers. And that's that. But you do wonder how it will impact his free agency. Like, are people going to be as willing? I mean, I guess you are because it's Kevin Durant. But then again, DeMarcus Cousins, while not the same league as Kevin Durant, was having an absolute all-star season before he tore his. And then afterwards, his free agency came up while he was out. A-Rod and the Mariners, and I thought that was going to be numbered, and it wasn't. And they just, practically let him sit there, and that's how he ended up at the Warriors. The Red Sox 2019. Lagares for the Mets to 67. Longoria and the Giants. And Syndergaard, that I think is a short print. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah. Syndergaard short print. Mets, obviously, sorry. Brooks Robinson, Orioles. Jacob deGrom and the Mets. And there we go. So you have to wonder if it doesn't hurt his value. I mean, even if somebody's still going to pick him up, just because, again, historically, they don't come back the same after an Achilles rupture like that, but maybe he will. But I do think that's going to give the Warriors like even more motivation. So they're already going back to their home floor. Now you've got that mixed in. I think the Raptors are going to have a tough time getting that last game. Kopech and the White Sox. Colorado Rockies to 25. Very nice. With our fireworks Rockies and an unexpectedly low number. Faces of the franchise. Mariners. Garcia, Giants. Bryce Harper for the Phillies. Let's just make sure Windy City Warriors is base, and it was and is. Roger Clemens, Boston Red Sox. Hollow foil, Minnesota Twins. Dwight Gooden, Mets greatest seasons. For the Astros, that is Josh James. And that's it for that particular pack. Does he have a player option? Ryan, maybe he does. I thought he was a straight up free agent, but maybe you're right. Maybe he does have a player option, and if he does, he's almost certainly going to have to take it, I would think. Because otherwise, I don't think you can run the risk of the open market considering his physical condition. If he's got a player option, I think he's got to exercise it. For the Indians, Jose Ramirez. A home run challenge, Rhys Hoskins, Philadelphia Phillies. Brooks Robinson, Baltimore Orioles. The Braves hit Kyle Wright for our autograph out of this box. Astros, Jose Altuve. And onward and upward we go. Needless to say, I would imagine that all those pairings that everybody was talking about, where Durant was going to go and what it was going to mean for this pairing and that pairing and the other pairing, I'd say all that's kind of out the window at this point. That swings all the focus back to Anthony Davis. The Indians to 2019. Hollow foil, Victor Caratini, Cubbies. Oh, hi, Corey. Corey says he does have a player option, so yeah, I guess he's going to be exercising that then, we can assume. For the A's, that is Nick Martini. And he is a short print. Johnny, your Braves are hitting good tonight. You mean in the break, right? Not in the game. I'm just clarifying. I haven't seen the score of the game, but I'm assuming you mean in the break. Milwaukee Brewers. Cardinals with Ponce de Leon. Mike Trout relic for the Angels. And then we are back to the base. Ryan, what are you asking me about? You said regular insert. You're asking me about which? What? The ballpark one a minute ago, you mean? The front and back ballpark one? Or something different? Mike Montgomery for the Cubbies to 2019. So, Corey, you're telling me the Lakers basically made the same offer they made last year. So you said Ball, Ingram. Oh, no, not as many players then. If it's just Ball and Ingram and the number 4 pick to Nola, well, I can't imagine they would take that. They offered him more than that last year, didn't they? Vlad Guerrero Jr., that's the third one out. I mean, maybe they would, but since they got the number 1 overall pick, I can't imagine they would take that offer. But plus, don't they hate the Lakers? That was for the Angels. And here's Ted Williams for the Red Sox. For the Tampa Bay Rays, that's Jalen Beeks. Oh, somebody was asking about the Jose Ramirez card. Oh, I missed that totally. I didn't even see that in chat. Hey, I'm sorry. Who did I miss that question from? Let me read back up through there. Scott. Oh, sorry, man. I did not see your question up there. Sorry about that. But Ryan had my back and got it answered for you in chat. So thank you, Ryan. Yeah, I usually just read out the insert information because since all the base is its own bidding category, I kind of consider all the inserts to be hits in their own way anyway. Sean Newcomb to 2019 for the Braves. In this type of break, I mean. Colorado Rockies hollow foil. Bartolo, Mets. Sandberg for the Cubbies. And I think we're good to go. Yep. So that puts us in Last Box Mojo mode. That's right. We're going to hope to find the big hit in here. The hit that makes us all rich, right? Well, not all of us, but one of us. Whoever has the card, it would make one of us rich. Let's hope we find it anyway. Oh, Johnny, you said the break and the game. The game is in a rain delay. Oh, all right. I might be able to catch part of the end of it then, since it's in rain delay. Oh, Scott, yeah, I don't know specifically which insert it was, honestly. I have no idea. We have a huge stack of them over there. But if it was numbered, we'll recap it. So for what that's worth, if it was numbered, we'll recap it. All right, Cincinnati Reds to 2019. Charlie, hi Charlie. The Kyle Wright was the autograph out of the last one for the Braves. Faces of the Franchise, Boston Red Sox. That is numbered to 299 up there in the corner. Corey, you said, oh yeah, Kyle Kuzma, they took out, didn't offer him up. And then obviously, yeah, Kevin Durant coming out, yeah, as I said, changes the market. That's kind of what we expected. That is for the Brewers, 150th parallel. There's Johnny Mize, St. Louis Cardinals. For the Rockies, 35th anniversary. And are we already done with that pack? We are. We are indeed. St. Louis just won the Stanley Cup. All right. Well, I do not follow hockey a whole lot, but weren't they kind of like not expected to do all that well this year? And then they just won the Stanley Cup? Or am I thinking of a totally different team? Because I really don't follow hockey very much, okay? I freely admit that. Like, hardly at all do I follow hockey. So I may be completely wrong. But for some reason, I thought they were kind of like nobody even thought they were going to be that good this year. To 2019, that is for the Red Sox. Yeah, there's Mickey in here telling us too about St. Louis. Vlad Guerrero, is that our fourth one, guys? I think, is that our third one or our fourth one? Let's see. 1, 2, I'm just curious now. Since you said there were 4 out of the other, I just want to know if there are 4 in here. There's 3. And is there a 4th one? There is. Ha! So maybe that's going to be the exact ratio. Maybe it doesn't vary. Maybe there are going to be 4 per jumbo. San Diego Padres, Faces of the Franchise, 150th Anniversary, Reese McGuire. And there's a little Eddie Murray coming out as a short print for the Orioles. So they were really bad. Okay, I wasn't totally crazy. They went worst to first in a season. Okay. Oh, Ryan, you remembered that particular insert? I am impressed, bud. I didn't remember it at all. Carl Yastrzemski and the Red Sox. And this is Workman for the Red Sox that takes us back to the base. So it doesn't really matter about Workman too much. Ryan, I can't believe you remember that specific card. Maybe it's easier to remember it if you're watching it rather than doing it. But in the doing it part of it, I have a very difficult time remembering what comes out. Maybe because I'm constantly looking at the next one, or I just, it doesn't stay in my short-term memory like at all. For the Phillies, that is De Los Santos blue border. Of course, those are not numbered, but also not super common. Chris Archer to 2019 for the Pirates. A hollow foil Brewers. Faces of the Franchise for the Stros. 150th Anniversary, New York Yankees. Short print, Carlton Fisk, Red Sox. Ricky Henderson for the A's, base. Mickey said St. Louis Blues went on an 11-game win streak, and that's what turned their season around. They were in last place as late as January the 3rd. Wow. Well, see, it just goes to show, never give up, right? Victor Caratini Cubbies, 2019. Hollow foil, Mets. Joe Morgan, Cincinnati Reds. For the Angels, that's Rod Carew. We have not yet seen our autograph out of this box, so we're still searching for it. Here comes one of our relics, though. New York Yankees to 2019. Well, exactly, Mickey. Champions at the end of the season is really the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter how bad you are early on. It only matters how good you are at the end. That is Sam Dyson for the San Francisco Giants 150th anniversary. Here comes our relic. It's Mookie Betts for the Red Sox, and it is numbered to 25. Maybe a little bit of a rough corner down there in lower left. I don't really see it a lot, but I did kind of feel it when I had it in my hand. So I'm going to say there's probably a tiny little bit of a rough edge on the back side of that relic. And this is Colorado Rockies, Trevor Story. For the Mets, Dwight Gooden. And off we go to the races, on to the next pack. Whoops, I can feel that one. We've got another like vintage stock back kind of deal that I couldn't spit out the name of earlier. But this is it. It's for the Braves, and it is numbered to 99. So vintage stock it is to 99. Hollow foil Astros. The Dodgers, Gil Hodges. The Astros, Alex Bregman. And that's that. To make sure we were good there with Chris Davis. Wow, we've had a lot of Colorado Rocky fireworks. We've had a hollow foil. We've had one numbered to 25. Now we have one numbered to 2019. They like that Colorado Rockies fireworks card, don't they? Of course, I liked it too, but we have seen it a lot. That sleeve does not want to cooperate. Let's try this again with a new one. That's Brian Shaw for the Rockies, hollow foil. Evolution of the game for the Philadelphia Phillies. The Braves, Kyle Wright, 35th anniversary. Our second relic out of the last box. It's Kutch, numbered to 50, Phillies. Johnny says the only thing that sucks about the thick medallion relics is that the cards are never in good condition. Well, I mean, honestly, that's true of any card that is a thick kind of card. They often have a lot more wear and tear on their edges and corners than a traditional card. Unfortunately, you're right about that. I mean, just out of the pack, they're very seldom minty mint and perfect when they're a thicker type card. But did I? Yeah, I did go a little far. I thought I had. Now we know. Now we know. For the Oakland A's to 2019, Andrew Triggs. Rizzo for the Cubbies, numbered to 50. For the Pirates, the 150th anniversary. A Bo Jackson, iconic, Royals. Perez, Astros, 35th anniversary. We're closing in on it. Our autograph hasn't yet presented itself. Both of our relics are out, but somewhere in these last two packs is our autograph. Lurking about, waiting for us to find it. Home Run Challenge, Trevor Story, Colorado Rockies. Eddie Murray and the Orioles. Max Scherzer and the Nats. And our last out is an autograph relic combo. It's numbered to 25. It's for the Pirates, Felipe Vasquez. So there you go. Nice little low-numbered relic auto combo comes out of the last box. Now we are still going to have a few things to do even after we look at the last of our cards here, so don't wander too far off because we still have our silver packs to open back there. We still have a couple of cards we're going to give out using random.org. And we will also have a recap to do. Ken Griffey, Greatest Players, blue border. Or is that blue border or is that just regular border? Maybe that's regular border. For the Cubbies to 2019, there's a hollow foil for the Red Sox with Pedroia. Aaron Judge and the Yankees. That is the Marlins with Austin Dean. And that is that. All right, so we are going to have quite a bit of little stuff that we need to recap. So I'm going to get that up here in its various piles, if you will. I don't necessarily think we need to recap the stuff that's numbered to 2019, but if you guys want to, we can, because I do have it stacked separately. So if you do want the stuff to 2019 recapped, let me know and we will. Meanwhile, we have two Evolution of the games that don't have teams involved. That one has to do with tickets, and this one has to do with box scores and scoring. So these two we need to get out using random.org. So we're going to do that real quickly here. And that's pretty easy. I'm simply going to copy all of our teams, including the base card bidding space, because that was, it was a bidding space, just like the teams were. So we're going to copy all of that. We will head over here to random.org and paste it in. And this time, you know, when I have 9 or fewer, we do random 3 times, as you saw earlier in the evening, if you've been watching straight through. And only the third one counts. However, when we have 10 or more, like we do in this list, we do random 1 single time. So, of course, I'm scrolling through so you can see all of our teams did get copied and pasted in there, including our base card bidding spot. And whoever ends up in the number 1 bidding position is going to get those 2 cards. Or not bidding, but random position. So it comes up as San Francisco Giants. All right, so that means these 2 cards right here, which had no team information on them, those are both going to the Giants. Now, I am not writing on your card. I am writing on the sleeve that I put these in. So just because if I don't do that, though, somebody somewhere will be like, oh, man, you wrote on the card. So there you go. Demonstrated, not on the card. Okay? Nobody said anything about wanting to look through all the ones numbered to 2019, so we will not recap those. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, we do have these to look through yet. So Braves, Mets, Rockies, Astros, and a little advertising thingy. Blue Jays, Padres, and the Yankees with Jonathan Loaisiga to 99. And a little advertising thingy. The advertising thingy is going to be in every one. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yankees, Dodgers, White Sox, Phillies, advertising card. Giants, Blue Jays, Nationals, Pirates. White Sox, Red Sox, Astros, and a little Miles straw for the Astros numbered to 199. And did I got to get another pack of sleeves, don't I? I believe I do. I went through more than I expected to go through. Probably because I put all the hollow foils in one. But anyway, that's all right. I had more sitting here. Just a brief delay. Phillies, Nationals, Pirates, Yankees. Brewers, Angels, Cardinals, Cardinals. Dodgers, White Sox, Phillies, Blue Jays. Padre, Mets, and the Mets with Jacob deGrom to 150. Oh, that's the wrong sleeve. I just got sleeves, and I still got the wrong one. Oy. I tell you, it has been one of those nights, hasn't it? Braves, Astros, Reds. Red Sox, A's, Blue Jays, Twins. And the last one of our little bonus silver packs, we have Astros, Mariners, Dodgers, and a Cardinals autograph. Haha, how about that? So we did get lucky in the very last pack. Daniel Ponce de Leon coming out for St. Louis, numbered to 149 out of our little silver pack. So we'll put him up there in the recap spot, along with these guys. Okay, so that is the break. Now we're going to do the recap. After we do the recap, we'll revisit the spreadsheet for shipping info and that sort of stuff if anybody missed it earlier. So we're looking now at our numbered cards that don't have autographs attached and that are lower than 2019, because we're not recapping all of those since you guys didn't ask for it. DeGrom to 150, numbered to 99, Lois Siga. And the Yankees, the Astros to 199 with Miles Straw. Home Run Challenge cards are not numbered, but they're also not super frequent, so I like to recap them. Trevor Story for the Rockies, Rhys Hoskins, Phillies. Bellinger, Dodgers. Martinez for the Red Sox. Sanchez, Yankees. And Soto for the Nationals. Rizzo for the Cubbies to 50. For the A's, that is, why is that there? Why do I have that there? It's numbered to 99. It was the vintage stock. I'm like, why is that in there? Yeah. Blue border, those are not numbered, but I recap them anyway because they're not super common. To 299 for the Red Sox. Vlad Guerrero Jr., not numbered, but if you got the Blue Jays, you want to know how many you have. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Someone else said that they also saw 4 come out of a case break tonight, so maybe that's going to be our ratio in the jumbos. Maybe there's going to be 4 in every case, perhaps. That is the Rockies to 25. Blue border unnumbered for the White Sox. The Mets to 67. Dizzy Dean for the Cardinals to 50. Rowdy Tellez to 150 for the Blue Jays. St. Louis Cardinals to 299. A blue border for the Minnesota Twins. Addison Russell to 67 for the Cubbies. The Rangers, I don't really know what's going on with this guy. It's numbered to 150. And the code on it is 68. And I'm not sure what 68 stands for, but it is numbered to 150, and it is something out of the ordinary anyway. Numbered to 50, Yandy Diaz for the Indians. McGuire and the Blue Jays to 150. Faces of the Franchise to 50 for the Pirates. The Yankees, Dave Winfield to 299. The Cubbies with another numbered card, Taylor Davis to 67. The White Sox to 99. That I think might have been vintage stock if I'm remembering that correctly, but it's in a sleeve, so I can't feel it right at the moment. For the Nationals to 76, that's Strasburg. The Orioles to 299 with Stewart. A blue border, Bryce Wilson for the Braves. Tanaka to 150 for the Yankees. Stanton to 299, Yankees. And the Baltimore Orioles to 50. Our short prints. Carlton Fisk for the Red Sox. For the Orioles, Eddie Murray. For the Oakland A's, that's Nick Martini. Syndergaard, Mets. Will Myers for the Padres. Yu Darvish for the Cubbies. Clint Frazier for the Yankees. Rowdy Tellez comes out, Toronto Blue Jays short print. Rod Carew and the Angels. The Seattle Mariners with Edgar Martinez. Nice little Gary Carter for the Mets. Frank Robinson for the Orioles. Chris Sale, Red Sox. and Trevor Story for the Rockies. So those are our short prints. Oh, Ryan is saying the stats back is the one that has the code of 68 on it. Devlin is here. Hi, Devlin. You said one of these that was numbered to 99 had a throwback logo on it. That is actually not the reason I think it's. I mean, it's definitely the other stock. It's whatever you want to call it, vintage stock or whatever. That is why that particular one, I believe, is numbered to 99, because it does have the old school stock, however you want to call it, vintage stock or whatever. Our relics to 50 for the Phillies. That is Andrew McCutcheon. Mookie Betts comes out for the Red Sox. Mike Trout and the Angels. For the Mets, you have Syndergaard. For the Yankees, it is Aaron Judge to 50. The medallion relic, Bryce Harper and the Phillies to 150. Jamison Talion for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Starling Marte for the Pirates, a medallion relic for Rod Carew and the Angels. Dale Murphy relic for the Braves. Rod Carew again with a relic for the Angels, and a medallion relic, Eckersley to 25 for the Oakland A's. Now, that leaves us with, oh, you're not talking about the one, okay, yeah, so you're saying the one that was numbered to 150 that had the code of 68 is the one that is stats back. Okay, so that's going to be this Chris Martin right here, I believe. This one is, so 68 means stats back. Okay, thank you. I don't know how I missed that I didn't quite catch what that was, but thank you. Appreciate that. I will make a mental note of it. So our autographs, we did manage to get one autograph out of our silver packs, and it heads to the Cardinals with Daniel Ponce de Leon to 149, headed to St. Louis. And an autograph relic combo, the autograph on a sticker there, Felipe Vasquez to 25 for the Pirates. The Braves and Kyle Wright. The A's with Daniel Mengden to 150. I don't know how to say his name, I'll admit it. Mondesi, Kansas City Royals. That is relic and sticker auto numbered to 30. Here come the Braves again with a little Tukey autograph. And the Twins with Williams Astudo. So that is the break and the recap for tonight. I will put up spreadsheet information here one final time for those of you who might have missed it earlier. We're going to take a look at your anticipated shipping dates, and then we'll also take a quick peek at what's coming up in the days ahead for those who might be interested. So once again, your shipping date is projected as Monday. That is the latest this will go out. I'm hopeful that I can get it out to you faster than Monday, but I always err on the side of caution when we're talking about trying to work around the short post office hours that we find on Saturday. So Monday at the latest, it will be on the way to you. I think everyone pulled cards here in Jumbo without a problem, but in Noir basketball, if you were in that and you got skunked and you didn't pull anything at all, not even a base card, you are still going to get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation cards in it. Maybe you'll have some better luck there. Sometimes we do. So looking ahead, we're starting 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, pretty much all the way through Monday, with one exception. Sunday night is at 9:30. So tomorrow night, another case of Noir basketball, Luminance football, and Finest baseball. On Friday, Leaf autographed baseball bats come out. We're going to open a case of those, as well as another Top Series 2 Jumbo 6-box case, just like we did tonight. And same deal here, where the base cards will not ship to the teams, but will have a separate bidding category. On Saturday, we're going to do the last of Legacy football. that will have veteran base shipping, or veteran base will have its own bidding category, not shipping to the teams. On Sunday, Noir basketball and the last of Leaf Flash football. That's actually the last of the Noir too on Sunday. Monday, Luminance football and Finest baseball. So that's what we're looking like in the days ahead. So I believe that has got me wrapped up for tonight. Hey, thank you, everyone. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your patience at the top of the break tonight when we had to spend a little time getting some unpaid teams sold. You guys are always the best, and I do appreciate you. So thank you very much. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And if I don't see you again tomorrow night, hopefully I will see you again sometime soon. In the meantime, take care. Have a good one. Bye now.